Well, he never was much fun to have around anyway.
Eastwood. He always rides really good horses, broke horses, and you can tell he can ride.
Tommy Lee Jones can ride.
Kevin Costner is an excellent horse rider, and Dances with Wolves, excellent. And you can always tell the bad ones from the good ones because when the horse starts trotting and the rear goes up and down on the saddle, and it even hurts me.
The Duke ride some.
But he didn't have to ride very good, you know. He's the Duke. You know, they came there to see him. If he'd fell off on his head, wouldn't make any difference.
Wow. I saw that film, and you got to tell me, where does that monster live inside you? How'd you find a place?
Deep inside. No, I was, you know, I just searched, man. I just searched to try to find the dark places inside of myself, and then outside. And then I did a lot of research, and that kind of fueled a lot of my thoughts and stuff, really.
But research is intense. I mean, I'm in the business of journalism, so research is what we do. I don't think I would have had the guts to go see Idi Amin's brother and his ex-wives and his generals. I mean, that's sort of serious research. How did they receive you?
I mean, it was different for both of them. I think when I first went to meet his brother and his sister, they were really reluctant because I flew up to the north in Uganda, and I got off
in Falls area. Is that where you went?
Well, I did go to Murchison Falls, but this is in Arua, which is where he was born. And I met this guy, and he sat with us for quite some time and then brought us to meet his brother. And his brother was uncomfortable until finally I showed him. I had this piece of paper, a Xerox copy from the government that said that people should help us. Yeah. And I gave him this thing, and he read it for a few minutes, and he said, fine, you know, well, this is very important. You should have given me this right away, and let's go and sit. And then we started to talk.
Now, how did you get into the interview with him? I mean, did you just simply say, I'm going to play your brother, and I want insights into his character, or did you sort of chat?
We had to chat. It's a part of the culture. Even the man who brought us there, in the end, I realized that he was one of Idi Amin's ministers, but he didn't tell me. He wanted to get to know us, sit down, talk. So we went and sat down right under this tree, this mango tree, and we just started to discuss like life and his life and how our trip was, and then we get into it. And his biggest concern was that I was going to play Idi Amin as a monster and not show the different sides of him.
You know, I love when he goes into the saloon and Billy Bob Thornton is dealing that game, but he's just being a total jerk to everybody. And so Wyatt Earp walks in and he starts talking to that guy, and Billy Bob Thornton, and Billy Bob stands up and he gets like right in his face. And he's like right in his face, and he's like, skin that smoke wagon, boy. Skin it, skin it. And he doesn't say anything, and he slaps him. He slaps him a couple more times, and then he kicks him out of the bar.
Oh, man.
That was awesome.
That's the kind of filmmaking that really grabs you and really takes a hold of you and just really makes it personal.
Welcome to the Indiana High School Basketball Championship, where the defending state champions, the Mighty Bears of South Bend Central, with an enrollment of 2,800, take on the pint-sized, hardly big enough for 3 syllables, Hickory Huskers, enrollment 64. This most incredible and improbable confrontation in the illustrious history of the tournament is already being called the Game of the Century. News people from all over the Midwest are here to witness Hoosierland's version of the Cinderella story.